So I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but women can be literally anything they want. And feminists are so proud online saying that feminism is about the right to choose and female empowerment and this and that, right? Okay, so all that fighting for equal rights, all of that, and you guys still choose prostitution. You guys still choose
That is a great point, because women nowadays, they can choose whatever they want to work with. Imagine, that's a very good point. If a woman can choose whatever she wants to work with, and the first thing that she runs to is OnlyFans, that says something about women.
It's so crazy to me, because if you went to a hooker on the corner and you asked her if she wanted to be in that life, she would tell you she does not want to be in that life. She would do anything to get out of that life. But you guys are sitting here and you're choosing to be prostitutes. And don't come at me with the whole, oh, you don't know, we need the money, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. No, you're making less than $200 a month on OF. You could easily make more money at McDonald's, but you find that degrading. True. Most of you wouldn't work at McDonald's because you find that degrading. You're doing it for the attention, not for the money. Let's be real.
Makes sense.
And I don't support the men that subscribe to you guys, but what's funny is that if those men told you guys, hey, like, instead of nudes and videos, why don't you cook? Why don't you clean? These women would be like, oh my god, that's so degrading. I would actually find it so funny if those men told those women to cook and clean for them rather than sexual content, because those women would be like, no, absolutely not, that's degrading. But selling your body isn't degrading. Interesting.
Okay, so the question is, my friend, why do women choose to sell their bodies?
Yeah.
Because, like, in history,
yes,
we've established that men were horrible and they used to sell women's bodies and it was horrible, right?
Yeah.
And that is what women wanted to come away from when it comes to feminism and all of that.
Yeah.
Why would then women choose to go back to slavery or to go back to men degrading their bodies? Because that's what's happening on OnlyFans and all of these like platforms. Why would they choose that?
I think it's just all about society. So it's always been frowned upon to be like a girl who's, is a
promiscuous.
Yes. But these days the society allows it much more and even encourages it in some places.
But it makes no sense, because I'm a black man and I would not want to go back to slavery.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're just kind of being brainwashed right now.
Well, where do I start? Do I start the one where my ex is dating the Megan? Was it the Megan Stallion? What's her name?
Meg the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion. Meg. Megan. I'm just gonna call her Megan.
Who's
Megan?
Who's Meg?
I don't know. I just get my vowels like always mixed up.
It's okay, she's from Russia.
Like, she's a foreigner.
So I saw this.
Yes.
Me and Eva, we were sitting in bed scrolling on TikTok. And we're scrolling, Meg the Stallion pops up with some guy, and Eva's like, isn't that Olivia's ex? And I'm like, oh yeah, his name's Tory, right?
Yep.
Not Tory Lanez, a different Tory.
Yeah, not that one.
Just imagine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't even get mad though, because it's like, damn, like that's kind of a flex, Like
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at that at all, because like
I just wonder what his type is, because you guys dated, then he was talking to other girls when he was talking to you, and like they all look
very
like
similar. Like
you
we all
guys.
looked,
So I'm just curious what his type is.
What I've learned in my 29 years, men don't have a type.
Lana Rhodes being upset that Megan Thee Stallion is allegedly dating her ex and talking about it on that podcast, what is it, 3 Girls, 1 Kitchen or whatever, and intentionally mispronouncing Meg's name. Megan is such a common name. You're struggling with the Stallion. It's almost Shakespearean. What are you struggling with?
True.
Didn't you ride horses? Don't you ride generally? Like, what are you talking about? Reverse algo. Anyway.
Yeah.
What I noticed about it is what I've noticed in a few white girls, not all white girls, so don't come and cry in the comments, that sometimes white women are genuinely shocked when black men are actually attracted to black women, because she kept going, I don't know what his type is. I don't know what his type is because he dated me and, well, one of the other women on the podcast were saying, well, he dated you, and then at the same time he was messing with some other girls who looked like you, and now he's with her, so I don't know what his type is. We can hear what you're saying, and it's like, what, a black woman? And I know that there are genuinely, and some other black men have actually said to me, like, there are women, white women that they chat to, who would be like, wait, you're attracted to black women? Isn't that a travesty? Isn't that scary? No.
Okay. I think it's very interesting that a lot of white women pretend like they are all-inclusive when it comes to women. Women issues, oh, baby, I love you, oh, you're so pretty, and all of that. But, of course, a white woman looks at herself as the top of the top. Then, if you're comparing her and a black woman, now this is what the internet thinks, this is not what I think, but if you compare a white woman in today's beauty standards, of course, white women, everybody loves white women, snow bunnies, this and that, right? But I think it is very fascinating, actually, that the black man chose Megan Thee Stallion, because then it becomes a question, what is beautiful? Because in a white woman's eyes, what is beautiful is, now I'm not a white woman, but she is referring to herself as the standard, okay? So this is gold and you want bronze, that is what she's saying, okay? So whether she said that specifically, that's what she meant.
I guess because of the way that beauty ideals are set up within, you know, the Western world, and white women looking a particular way, being very, very slim, blonde, whatever the case may be, put as the epicenter of what beauty should be, when they are confronted with a different type of reality where a man that they were interested in or was, you know, dating or whatever, chooses a woman that doesn't look like them, it really throws them, because it throws that myth up in the air.
The internet doesn't really care about what other people think. The internet's like this weird place. So it's home to everybody's weird fantasies, weird ideas. So whatever programming that they used to put in our heads doesn't work anymore. And that is what's happening, where the white woman starts to realize that, hey, maybe we're not the prettiest. Because think of it, right? Why would a white woman want to have lip fillers? That is like literally looking at what a black woman has and then taking it from a black woman and then advancing. Like, why the hell would a white woman want to have a BBL? Like, breast and ass, that comes from black women. They have large breasts and large asses, and that's just because black guys have big butts, and you guys know the rest. You know, that's why it's almost like a, what are those things called, you know, the when you're crashing a car, the life vest, not the life vest, what is it called? Augie, what is it called?
Yeah, it's called the airbag. Yeah.
Yes, the airbag comes out and then it protects you. So a black woman's butt is like an airbag.
And I really think that going forward, that myth will be thrown up in the air even more, especially when we really sit down and talk about, in the modern day sense, who are you basing your aesthetic off of? The lip filler, the this, the that. Who are you basing that off of?
Facts.
So all along, you've also known that being placed at the epicenter of beauty ideology was always like incorrect or inaccurate or out of balance. And so you
got a gold medal without actually competing. That is what happened.
Don't marry a spouse that you feel, oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh no, that bridge is not there. There's no bridge. Like, we're on our best behavior during courtship. We put our best foot forward. We give you our best side. And so after marriage, trust me, that's when we start to see the worst. So if before marriage you're seeing something bad, don't ignore it. Let the alarm bells go off.
She's 100% right. And you see, when you're courting a girl, I think you have to let it take time, because there are so many people which fall in love directly and they want to get married. But the thing is like this, right? Your ideals have to align. That is the most important thing. Like if you're ambitious and she's ambitious, then you at least have ambition as a child together, right? You can't just like, yeah, I'm gonna get married within a year, because it takes time to learn to know a person. Yeah, but what do you think? If you're courting a girl, if you're dating a girl, if you want to get married to a girl, what is the most important thing?
I would say don't lose track of yourself and who you are and your values. So
Why?
many guys these days are just like becoming a slave to their girl as soon as they meet. I would say focus on yourself, focus on your business, focus on your fitness.
Yeah.
And she will respect you more.
You have to understand about talking to women is there's nothing wrong you can say. The only thing wrong you can say is nothing at all. Girls usually don't care. They're just laughing. Nobody's listening to each other. They're really copying your energy and your vibes. They're trying to see if they fuck with you or not. You shouldn't have doubts to talk to another female. She's probably not even in a better position than you. She looks like she is, because girls, it's much easier to make up. You wear a dress, you put makeup on, you do your hair, you wear heels. Oh my God, your life is perfect. Guess what? It's not. Her ex just cheated on her. She's living in a 1-bedroom, 500 square foot apartment. She can't make rent. Don't put on a pedestal. They're all the same. They're just.
This is the time which I have to say, like, Fuzi is just knocking it out of the park with this one, because certain girls, they pretend, and it's very easy to pretend. You put on the filters and you pretend to be this beautiful girl and this beautiful creature. Nowadays people can pretend, and pretending isn't a good thing, but it's so easy for a woman to pretend to be beautiful, pretend. Like a man can't pretend. You wake up, that's how you look like. Just understand that a woman, she has insecurities just like you and me, 1000%. And the hotter the girl, the more insecure she is. So if you feel like, man, I'm insecure, hey, you're at least showing your ugly face.
Having escaped the fires in LA, many people are now realising they're never going to be able to return home. Why? Because they didn't have insurance and they can't afford to rebuild. And it's a frightening number of people. Over the last few months, over the last few years, insurance companies have been cancelling the cover for hundreds of thousands of people in LA because of the risk of fire. Okay. Some people just couldn't find new insurance. Others who did get insurance are paying a lot more, but now realising they weren't covered for this type of event. It gets even worse when you consider, because of these fires, insurance is going to be even harder to get. So whilst the celebrities, the super rich, will be able to afford to rebuild, many people won't. They'll be forced out of the area completely to areas where they can actually afford the insurance, they can actually afford to live. LA just became even more exclusive.
That is where we're gonna end the video, guys. My prayers go out to everyone which were affected in the LA fires. It's really heartbreaking to watch some of these videos. It is. And I don't know. I've seen a lot of like people speculating on a lot. I have no idea what caused the fires. I really don't. But yeah, my prayers go out to everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or a normal person, to everybody which lost their homes, because I can't even imagine if that happened to me, what I would have done.